Alrighty, daily trading recap for this last day of the month of April, last trading day of the month of April, the 29th here on Friday of 2022. 3.7% day in the red for SPY overall. Hard and nasty sell-off day, looking to break the low here, little regional low for the overall little downturn bearish trend that could come to fruition. The adage is definitely coming true of selling may go away. And, I was kicking myself a little bit of course, after seeing this in hindsight and thinking, gosh, I should have played something short. My entire thesis, or just kind of little bias today, was going long today. I actually did take one MES contract long after we got in what I felt was a little bit of a wedge pattern here and playing for that one MES little stab that I like to do in the morning, looking for a trend day play. I thought this was developing into a nice little wedge, maybe some higher lows, lower highs developing around here. And as we were starting to break to the upside here, bought in on one MES contract, played for a nice little 20-point move there, added another $100 to the session-wide future strategy that I did take a part of today, and that 9:30 strategy working out well within 3 minutes of market open there for all of today's P&L on the day there. But I can't kick myself so hard for that. That's just what the stock market is. It's just going to try to continually beat you any way it can, and I'm not going to allow it to do that. Of just thinking, gosh, if I only just had one MES, I could have taken one MES contract after I sold that long contract there, or just playing it anywhere where it broke the low. I should have had that thesis, and kicking myself that way. But as in no way, shape, or form was I factoring that in on the day, and that's not really how I operate at all. That's just totally hindsight kicking in, or the devil of the market trying to trick me into believing something that isn't there, trying to take away what was a good and nice, prosperous day. I'm certainly thankful for every aspect of it. To Christ be the glory in every single part of it. Dollar volume for the day. Before gonna wrap this video up very quickly. Nasdaq $308 billion volume on this day as of 3 hours 15 minutes after close here. Nicely $425 billion. OTC's $1.7 billion volume of the day. I just wanted to mention I did not take any other equity trades. I was potentially thinking about shorting NUTX. Let's go on this perspective here of thinking with relative terms of, hey, if this 935 level shows any amount of if we get any trending there, that could be a potential nice short. But I wasn't really interested in trading anything else today, just not really. And of course, this is not my setup whatsoever. It just was an idea or a thought in that pre-market preparation and other preparation beforehand. But good to know that was not going to be a profitable strategy. It kind of looked and teased around like it did, even if I was holding through these little individual spikes around that line, but didn't end up having to squeeze and push even a little double test high to create a new high there. That would have been another fake out and just totally disrupted and taken away so much mental capital, not even talking about the P&L actual money capital, but just that mental capital wasted on that one. Glad I wasn't a part of it, but glad I can still have the ideas and throw them out there, but not be so pushy on, okay, now I have to trade it because I had the idea that I think this is going to happen, but I'm in the wherewithal now and the headspace to say, is that a trade that I'm confident in? Have I done it on the paper side before? Have I seen it consistently and point to it on a select group of charts to say, hey, I can see this and bank on this as my overall risk reward on the trade, even before defining what my risk reward on the chart itself is? Can I define it as a trade itself? So as I'm still trying to develop that more and more, and just my skill and prowess of picking tops or trying to be in on these things on the backside and identify these key levels of where could they rise to and where are the turning points that have inflection or points of measure that you can say, hey, there's overhead here, or there's buying support here at these points, blah, 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 all those different variables. But learning a lesson on that one. Glad I didn't even take a stab on it, but even still looking at the chart, I can learn from it there too for how much that is worth on that one. Whoops. But that is really all I had. No other hard scans piquing my interest. Nobody else really talking much in the chat either. I think everybody was taking off. Not even just selling them, but just literally going away. They skipped the first selling part and just went away. They probably sold short too. That's because they're millionaires. But we'll get to that level eventually. We're still learning, getting our little duck feet wet there. So going to enjoy this weekend. Going to rest and relax and soak up every single second we got and continue to grind after it and take what is available. And I'm sincerely thankful for every opportunity. And I thank you guys for watching. We will catch you guys on the next one.